Hi, I'm Steve Shaughnessy, and welcome back to the Popular Woodworking Shop. We're at episode 4 now of our 1944 Delta Unisaw restoration project. Today's going to be a great installment. All the hard work we've put in these past several episodes is going to come together as we reassemble the machine, put the top on, install the motor, get the guide rails on, put the fence on, get everything lined up and ready to go. So, let's get started. As you can see, I've set up for motor installation. What I've done here is created a platform so that the motor can actually come to rest on these boards here, making this really an easy one-man job installation. So to install this massive 84-pound motor and make it a one-man job, I've supported all the weight on this platform here. I've got the motor brackets here essentially aligned with the brackets that they'll mount to inside the cabinet. So now if I just rotate the motor back carefully, I can get the holes to line up. I'm going to insert this first bolt. It has a clip on the back to keep it from pushing in too far, and this is what will suspend the motor and allow it to pivot, which gives you belt adjustment. Let's see if we can tap it in place. I think it needs to seat in. There it goes home. Okay, then on the other end of that pin will be this locking clip, which I'll have to put in from the inside. There. Now I just want to start this bolt through this bracket, which is slotted, because when you tighten this up, after you've adjusted your belt tension, you'll be all ready to go. Right now I just want to get it started and clearly not tightened up because we have to put the belts in. So now we have to install the belts. As you can see, it's a 3-belt drive system on the pulleys. So to make this job easier, I've removed the tightening bolt for the tension adjustment down here so I can get as much travel in the motor to pull it up to move the belts as possible. I've already put the first one on, and I've staged these other two. The trick now is to slide this one over to the 3rd position. And boy, this is an easier job with the top off. So lift the motor, walk it over, then walk it to the next pulley position on the lower pulley. Repeat the process and watch your fingers. There, it's done. So now we'll just repeat that process. Okay, just one more to do and that job's over. So now with the belts in place, I want to put the locking bolt back in position and snug it up. The weight of the motor will put sufficient tension on the pulleys. So as part of the motor installation, I brought the wiring harness up to the front of the cabinet where the connection is. I mentioned in the earlier episode that we were going to ground the entire works. So to complete that grounding process, I want to ground the cabinet along with the motor. So what I've done here is, in the grounding connection, simply added a grounding copper wire to the cabinet connecting screw up here. And that completes the ground circuit. So now I just want to attach the cover plate. So before we put the cast iron top back on, I want to show you how I've made a few pieces that I think will make a big difference in its ability to do the dust collection job. This is just a small filler piece that will fit in the bottom of the cabinet and rest below this piece here. And then I have two sheets here that are going to create a ramp for the dust to slide down close to the dust port. It'll be clear when I show you how these all come together. So I'm going to install these two panels using the front door opening. I slide them in place, push them all the way to the back, raise the angle up so it comes to rest on this lip here, which allows the panel to then rest against the lip of the bottom board in the back. This one over here slides into place the same way. There. Now I have a very steep angle for the sawdust to slope down and exit the dust port. Now, to complete the dust collection process, I'm eventually going to have to cover these holes, and I'm also going to have to make a motor cover to make sure the draw of air is sufficient to collect the dust through the cabinet. But we'll worry about that later.